Hi everyone, it's Kerri. We are at HomeGoods today. We're at the location in Davenport, Florida, in Posner Park. We've got a storm coming in here right behind me, so quick show you guys some crazy clouds back over there. There was a lot of lightning and everything as I was pulling in, but anyhow, let's go in and check out what is new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you've been watching for a while, you know I call these the seat belt chairs. They are on clearance now. $180, you can get 2 chairs and the table. It's made from the same fabric as seat belts are. That's why I call them that. They have a lot of things on sale in case you need that flying dragon. That's $200. But in all seriousness, they do have a lot of the summer items on clearance now. We've got some bird baths. We've got plants on sale, umbrellas, the remaining patio furniture that they have, they are trying to clearance it out. So this is a lower kind of coffee table, 4 chairs, and they're making way for the fall. We will only today look at just a little bit of the Halloween, only because I feel like I've got a lot of videos coming up with Halloween things in them. So today I wanted to see what was new. If you need a fortune telling booth, super fun for some Halloween parties. We've got some light up ghosts. Let's see, how much are these? These are $60. And then we've got some little photo ops for the kiddos. Those are super fun. They had those last year also. But we still have a lot of summer. It is still July. I wanted to point out these boxes. I saw ones just like this at Pottery Barn, so if you like that look, Pottery Barn had a lot of the sea corals like this, the little blue boxes, the different ceramics, very similar. $25 for this one. Obviously, Pottery Barn quality, as we've all talked about, is really to a very high standard, but I'll tell you, they've got some really great items in here that are good knockoffs. So I have a little bit of a beef. Some of the new lamps that they're coming in with, they are putting them where you have a USB cord instead of a traditional plug. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm okay with, if it's a rechargeable one, but if it has to go to a little box on a wall, I don't know. Let me know what you all think in the comments. I like just a straight traditional plug. I do know a lot of newer houses have the plugs for the USB, so maybe that's what they're thinking with that. I have not seen this lamp before. This one was that one $40? This one is $60. That one's kind of cool with the black and white. I have seen these pink ones before, but they are worth looking at again. I do like them. They're all metal. These do have the stay charge, so it does plug directly to the wall, but it also has a USB where you can plug your phone into it. That feature I do think is kind of cool. Got some really pretty blue and white lamps down there. We have seen a lot of these before. I'm not seeing a ton of new lamps in here. These are kind of cool though. These are $80. They've got kind of that tall, narrow lampshade, just like this one here with the crystal base with the black shade. That one is really cool. This one also, as I fumble with the price tag, that one is $80. This little one back here is new, that's $17. This is a cute little Thomasville, just a nice little beige. $20, nice kind of small compact lamp. Got $40, that one has a Marshall's tag on it. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at these lamps. See these 2 bottom blue bases? One on the left has a pattern lampshade. The other one on the right has a white lampshade. I believe it is supposed to come with the white lampshade. I call that lampshade shenanigans when we come in and you can tell people have changed lampshades. These are $40. I like the scallops. This one's a Brooks Brothers. We've seen this one before. It has kind of an oblong lampshade on it, so it's pretty neat. Those are kind of cool. I like the black lampshades on those. These are new. I've not seen these before. These are super cool blue. And it's very much, I don't know what the fabric is. It feels like an Alcantara, but I don't think that's what that is. $50 for those, and the lampshade was the same material. I've seen these lemon ones quite a bit. These are $50. This one is pretty. It is a Laura Ashley. They had a couple of these in here. So it has a little marble base. We'll take a look at this one here. This burgundy, that's 30. Sorry about that, squirrel. It has a marble base on it. Does not adjust. So you would think that the arm would adjust. It does not. That just kind of stays put. $60. We've got some ottomans over here. They've got two different fabrics on them. So one on the left is a little bit more blue. These are kind of fun. Very nice navy. Let me spin these all the way around. These are $30. That Marshall tag is throwing me a little bit. We didn't have a lot of Marshall's locations in Texas, but here in Florida, definitely more Marshall's locations, but I'm in HomeGoods. I know they're all owned by the same company, so I'm just trying to kind of wrap my mind around, does Marshall's, which normally sells clothing, someone let me know in the comments, what does Marshall's? It's $130. It has the plugs on the side. Let me know. I have in Texas, I'm used to having HomeGoods and TJ Maxx. So is Marshall's the same as TJ Maxx, but that's kind of the East Coast version? This one's kind of cool. I could not open the doors. It was so lightweight. I probably would have popped it off the shelf. These are fun. $80. Very beachy. Kind of has that wood top on there. We've got even more clearance down the center aisle of the store over here. That is $150. It has that kind of neat burl wood front. The chair is $400. That is a smaller scale chair. It swivels. Then we've got this really fancy chaise lounge that apparently Frankenstein absolutely loves. This is definitely a new piece. And if you will excuse me, Frank, we need to check out the price tag. This one has some gold trim on it. This one is $800. And while we're at it, Frank is $60. Definitely have more clearance over here. These are some leather type recliners. These I don't think we've seen before. They are $200. Just some little accent chairs right there. These are a nice kind of sagey gray. So these are $400. They have a wood base and they do swivel.
Oh, I know.
That is $400. I love how the front of this has the fabric type look drawers. We've seen that in a few different stores. I think the pattern on this is pretty cool. They had two of those. They had that really big mirror. Those are $400 right now for that big one. I am noticing a lot of the stores have mirrors in the store, like in stock now. This little side table, it's got a metal bottom. That one is $60. This really cool cabinet back there, I could not find a price on that anywhere, so I apologize, but it was a pretty neat piece. Got some small little kind of accent tables here for the bathroom, or anywhere actually. $13 for two hand towels on there. So this is, if you don't have towel bars in your bathroom, $15. You can put your hand towels on those. It's interesting as we're looking at houses down here. This little $80 for that storage table. This is really cute with the scallops. One thing I'm noticing is just a difference in how like bathrooms in Texas houses, that is $17, and Florida houses are built. We have a lot of storage in our bathrooms in our homes in Texas. I'm not finding that here, but we have these, what we call them head knocker cabinets. So above the toilet, you have basically a flat, like a kitchen cabinet on the wall above your toilet where you can store toiletries. They don't do that down here. So we're just kind of, trying to find different ways to store things. We've got some really fun little cat items still. These are $25. I do think these are adorable. The little baskets that look like cats. They have them in a different, the small one was 10, medium was 15. We've got $50 on this super fun. I love that it has like the little ears on it and a little bow. But yeah, it's always interesting when you look at houses, you know, from one state to the other, the differences are pretty wild. So these are $150. These could be dining room chairs. They could just be chairs in an office if you just need a little seating area. This storage piece right here, how much is that taped down on that? It is. It is $80 for that one. There's definitely, because of college coming up pretty soon, I hate to say that because I feel like the kids all just started summer, but they're starting to put out a lot of items that would work in a dorm. So I found a coffee cup. So this is a Ray Dunn. This is the brand coffee cup that I love. And I was not finding a lot of these in the Florida stores, and I'm starting to see a couple of them trickle in. So this one is for Halloween. That's $8, but as you can see, they're starting to pull some of the Halloween in. And I know the stores have a lot. I just didn't want to cover too much today. I've got a couple videos coming up that have a lot of Halloween, and if you have not seen $13 for these towels, if you've not seen my Kirkland's video, I put it up I feel like 3 days ago. You have to see what Kirkland's has for their Halloween decor. It's beautiful. I love this little cat one here. This one is $13. There are some super fun towels in here. $10 for that pack. Yeah, I went to Kirkland's. I went to Cracker Barrel. They had some pretty awesome Halloween there too. I just went to the at-home store, so that video will go up, I'm thinking maybe Monday. $13, and they have a lot of Halloween over there. That one's really fun with the little drinks on it. Super cute. Oh, I like this one. It looks like a tic-tac-toe. That's super cute. Namaste Ghostly. That's actually very cute. That is $7. That is also a Ray Dunn coffee cup. And this store in Davenport, I will say, does have a pretty good selection of coffee cups. Here's another one for football season. $7. Got little laces down the side. Here is another Ray Dunn. This one is Death Before Decaf. So these are all Halloween ones. What else do we have in here? Charlie Brown. What else? We've got one more Ray Dunn down here. If you've got it, haunt it with the ghost. That's adorable. We've got Hello Kitty. Here is our Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I feel like those are the ones with the little kind of extra ceramic, like the little pumpkin right there on the side. You hand wash these. You just don't want to bang those up in the dishwasher. We've got Stitch all dressed up for Halloween. That one is $13. We even have a little Winnie the Pooh down there. This looks like a golf bag. It is. We've got some good florals in here. But yeah, this store in particular, I think, has more coffee cups than the other stores that I have been to. $5. This particular line has some really pretty florals in here. $5 for that one. If you're new here, where are you watching from? I would love to say hello to you in the comments. And how's everyone's weekend going? What are you all up to this weekend? Got some just black and white serveware over here, but we've got Snoopy's Magic Potion. It's another little coffee cup. That one also, is that a, nope, that's a Peanuts. Tricked me. I thought that was going to be a Ray Dunn cup. This one is a Ray Dunn cup. That Magic Potion. That one is $7. We've got some Jack Skellington over there for $9. And then some nice basic serveware that they kind of mix in, just some basic white, and then just mix it up with the black in there. Whoops, that's a little too heavy for me to pick up with one hand, but I do like the shape of that bowl. Also, I love this black and white one right here. That was $4. See, I will mix in like black and white floral stuff like this with Halloween. Like I would put an orange plate underneath this. So just kind of like where I'll take kind of day-to-day items and then work them into my holiday decor. The stores here in Florida definitely have a lot of coastal items. I'm curious, did the rest of you throughout the summer, did your HomeGoods stores have all of the coastal items show up? Or what theme do you have in your store? I know in Texas we were a lot of the ranch and equestrian. So these are $4, and that was kind of in north central Texas. So South Texas, a whole different area, they might have more coastal. Okay, this caught my eye back here, the way that they styled this with the metal green bowl kind of charger. I don't know what to call that back there. I'm not sure it is a charger, but it's just a decorative green dish. But when they had that up against with the lemons, it was very pretty. I was trying to get a price on that one. Here it is here. Those are super pretty. This coffee cup comes with a coaster. So $6. That is a very large coffee cup. Got a lot of pretty little ceramics in here. Pretty patterns, little ramekins. It's always nice to have sometimes just like really small bowls because you don't need to get a whole entire larger bowl dirty for something. We've got $6 here. Definitely lots of lemons left. Let's check out what else we have. Just some nice dishware up here. That's a nice neutral color. This one is $10. It's a little vase. Oh, that's funny. It has a blue crab in it. That one's $3. This is pretty with the scallops. That's really cute. I like that one. That one is $6. Got some pretty bowls here for, are these made in Japan? Is that what that says? $8? I do believe. Those are pretty. Those would make a nice soup bowl. These are La Crosettes, so we've got little $10. These are kind of like miniature size. It's not an espresso, but it's not a coffee. Maybe it's tea. It's like this in-between size cup, but they did have them in 2 different colors. And you will spy some Halloween dishes down there. Those are starting to make their way in the store. Got some really pretty blue and whites and a lot of florals. I do think this line in here is beautiful. And I have to tell you, the weight, you know how when you pick up a dish sometimes and it's too light or too heavy? This one felt perfect. $15. It was just a very nice weight feeling dish. We've got some wine glasses that coordinate in here. Same with the bowls. $13. It's just, I don't know how to describe that. It's like the perfect weight bowl. Then we have these wine glasses. So they have the little cereal bowls. They have the kind of pasta bowls. This pack of glasses, that's $20. That's more of the pasta bowl there. Those were all kind of leaning forward. I didn't want to pull those up. And then we did have some fun bakers over here. These are super fun, super summer. These are $18. I'm still trying to kind of hang on a little bit to the summer decor. These are $25. I know it's the new seasons are always exciting though. So these little strawberry ramekins, I think those are so cute. I have really enjoyed $7 for those two. I've really enjoyed all of the strawberry decor this year, the lemons. We've got this adorable strawberry baker over here. Have any of you baked in any of these products? $18 for this one. I feel like I would use this more just for decoration or even serveware. And then we have the lemons up here. Love this. These are $7 also. This is adorable. It's a little cow one. They still have a lot of really pretty florals up here. So if you are looking for something that's super pretty, super spring, beautiful summer, you're not ready for fall, they do still have plenty. They've got some really fun solar lanterns also. They still have some summer cushions in there. They are starting to kind of thin out a little bit in inventory when it comes to the summer items. So if you've been waiting, now might be the time to go check out some clearance items. But they did have these, right? This is kind of like Hollow Summer, maybe, right? It's a little light up sandcastle with a bunch of ghosts and a pumpkin umbrella. I thought that was hilarious. And then our little skull pineapple here. These are super fun. Oh my goodness. Now wait a second. Do we have a ghost on a... We do. We have a ghost on a flamingo. We need to check this out really quick before we head out today. That's super funny, actually. Adorable. All right, everyone. With that, we are going to start to head out. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. I will see you in the next video. Be safe.